Good evening, everyone. Novak Live, 8 o'clock with BRANKA and myself. How is everyone? Hope you're well.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Our topic tonight is landlords tighten their purse strings as interest rates rise.
Yeah, it's a very scary topic, isn't it, tonight?
It is, but who better to give the negative views and things about real estate but you and I, BRANKA, always.
Yeah, because we can feel both sides, isn't it? Being a real estate, being landlord, being a tenant, we had all hats on.
We certainly do. And how did this topic actually come up for tonight? I think we were talking about accounts today, weren't we?
That's right.
And for those who don't know, BRANKA started in real estate with a background in accounts. I started just in PM. I don't like accounts that much because I'm not very good at them. But one thing with these interest rate rises and the climate that we're in, we are noticing a few things with landlords in accounts. Do you want to talk about some of those?
That's right. What we do at Novax, we offer our clients to transfer money in 3 times per month. What mean we do weekly payments, we do mid-month and end-of-month payment. But now with everything that is everything is rising, like in the prices from strata, council, water, and all that. It's also now some maintenance as well. That our tradesmen put their rates up too. When we paying landlords rates, it's not enough money with rent that we collect. And if we are transferring money that often, what we used to do and what we're still doing, then we get a late bit with regular payments, regular invoices.
Like strata, levies, and they accrue interest when the payments aren't made on time.
Yeah, with the council and water is not too bad, but with strata is really, really bad because they have a 10% interest on a late payments.
So we sometimes have clients that say, look, normally you pay all my bills. Can you just give me all of my rent for this month and I'll take care of the bills?
That's right, we do. But now also with interest rates going up and mortgages amounts are changing, repayments are changing. It's hard as well because current rent that landlords are receiving, they cannot cover repayments.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot more about that each week that we go on, aren't we?
That's right. And unfortunately, it's not stopping, isn't it? Since May, we're going through this increases and we don't know when it will stop, when we'll end.
And I find that we are getting a lot of owners that haven't increased rents for two years almost because of COVID, and now their mortgages have increased so much, they're trying to recoup those 2 years on setting that to their tenant for a rate rise, which a lot of the tenants are expecting a rate rise at some point, but to cover 2 years in one increment is not really possible, is it?
Yeah, and we can increase the rent only once, and as much as it is difficult for tenants' budget and everybody's budget, when you see since May we had already a few increases. Bank increased the rates few times, and we can increase rent only once because of tenancy legislations. And it is getting really harder for all landlords to manage their finance and to organize and to organize all their bills and pay everything on time. but unfortunately no one is care about it. You mentioned we didn't have rent increases for last 2.5 years because due to COVID. Again, it was a tenancy legislation that we couldn't increase any rent during the COVID. But really, if you see your water bill from, say, in July 2020, you will see that the water is gone up with no any notice or no one announced that. And it was during COVID. It's same things happened in July again. Every rates are going up with not any kind of notice, or no one is asked, do you want 1% or 2%, 5% increase on your rates or something. It's just happened. You receive invoice and there you can see
you
that
just
it's a new.
expected to pay right now.
That's right. And that's how it is.
Yeah, I think as well with the account side of things, we do offer our clients so much with offering weekly payments, fortnightly payments. We try and, sometimes defer, the strata interest if there's been an issue, but it's not a guarantee.
No. And yeah, we unfortunately cannot guarantee. It's not up to us, but we are trying to do best way and trying to really help our landlords and also to help our tenants as well. They are our clients too, and trying to negotiate about the rent increases as much as it's possible.
I mean, our tradies as well, they're feeling the pinch, and usually standard in accounts is that, we usually pay at end of month. That's how it always was, even though our office does, weekly creditor payments. But when there's an invoice raised, the tradies that have got, mortgages themselves, they can't wait for the owner to get rent collected to pay some of these bills that they've accrued. When you've got a big job, a roofing job, a leak, something like that, it's in the thousands, isn't it?
That's right.
The property might rent for just $5.50 a week or something. That's going to take forever to pay. So,
material to complete the job is expensive. Then if they have a offside that helps them as well, they have to pay them. It's getting really harder and harder. And we were only talking about interest rates that bank is putting their rates up, but really everything is going up.
Oh, definitely. They talk about inflation, but the costs of living here in Sydney is expensive compared to other states as well. I think I just saw tonight that people in the government jobs are comparing what they get interstate, and they're really considering it, changing just based on what they get and compared to what they're paying for rent or their mortgage here.
Yeah. But we on the end of the day, we've really been lucky with all our tenants where they understanding. They're very accommodating to say, or they understand why rent is going up, and they trying to work with us. What we are really lucky in that.
Yeah, and a lot of our tenants are owners and investors themselves. So,
and they do understand that point.
Yeah, they definitely do. And, rental stock is still quite low, isn't it?
It is, but it's very low for affordable rentals, accommodation.
Yeah, so a lot of people are weighing in, well, I do pay that extra $50 a week rent, because if I don't have a lot to pick from if I'm going to move out.
That's right, what is out there.
Yeah.
What has been offered.
Not all doom and gloom. Hopefully, we've got Christmas coming up. Hopefully some warmer weather and not so much rain, but I'm not, predicting anything.
Hopefully less rain. then it would be less leaking roofs.
Less work for us to do in property management. But yeah, if you're a landlord and you do need help with your accounts or things like that, there are people in the office that can help always. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to help and help manage your biggest asset, basically.
That's right, and we are always here, happy to help as much as we can and share our knowledge and help to organize and manage all our bills and finance.
I think we've covered everything tonight on tightening purse strings. I'll see if there's any comments tonight. I know we're new at this. I don't think so.
No.
No, I think that's a wrap for everyone tonight. We'll see you in 3 weeks. BRANKA and I are back on.
Yeah, hopefully with a much happier
information
and happier topics. As you said, it's Christmas approaching, and it will be much. Everyone will be in holiday mode.
Yes, I certainly am. I might a little bit earlier, maybe end of November. Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Live.
And
Let's move it.
down.